Share the link, share the link, share the link. We're almost
From
starting.
South Africa to the world we rise, hands in the earth, eyes on the prize, dust on our boots, sun on our backs, we follow the seams, we read all the cracks, stone after stone, shifted by hand, pulling tomorrow out of the land. We are gold diggers, we're the lions, turning the ground into open science. Every hard day, every dark mind, we bring it up so the whole world shines. We are gold diggers, hearts like a diamond. We are ready to keep on trying. From South Africa to every land, we will be earth with an open hand. Sparks in the dark, heavens like stars, sweat on our faces, dreams in our hearts, gold and the copper, the chrome and the coal. We lift the heavens, the light and the low. We are gold diggers, horizontal lions, turning deep ground into hope and science. Every hot day, every dark mind, we bring it up so the whole world shines. We are gold diggers, hearts like iron. For humanity we keep on trying. From South Africa to every land, we work the earth with an open hand. Oh yeah. Under the ground, we sing one name. Many voices, one shared flame. From the shafts to the skies above, we mine with courage, we move with love. We are gold diggers, real lions, turning deep ground into hope and science. Every hard day, every dark mind, we bring it up so the whole world shines. We are gold diggers, hearts like iron. For humanity we keep on trying. From South Africa to every land, oh, we are so lions. We take a stand.
All right, good evening, everyone. Vikas, just rename yourself to your name, please. Robert doesn't know who you are, and I think he put a name next to you there. I think that's your name, but I can't see the rest of it, so I can't say it's you. Vikas, if it's you, just rename yourself so I can make you admin, please. I mean, co-host. Vikas, just rename yourself, please. Vikas. I don't know how you say it in India, but Vikas. Don't know how it's said. I think it's you there. I just have to confirm that's your name. All right, folks. We give it about another half a minute to invite your team on board for the meeting. We are low in numbers tonight, but let's please just there we go. Now I can see who's who. All right, there we go. Thank you, Vikas. Thank you. All right, welcome to Vikas from Team India. Guys, it's like very, very early hours of the morning to some people, and it's very, very early in the day for other people, like midday, like through the day, should I say early. So for us Africans that are on South African time, more or less, it's like evening, and it's almost bedtime. So yes, well done and welcome to everyone for being on tonight's meeting. It is Friday night, and I know a lot of people could be somewhere else, but they are here and they have joined us tonight. So I'm just waiting for a few more people to join because we're still looking quite low on numbers. So please just share with your team. If you know your team is supposed to be on board tonight, just let them jump on, share the link with them while I just get the presentation on the screen for you so long. And while I do that, just share it out so long so we can try and get more people on the call. Yes, there we go. Queen Suriname is in the house now, so now I feel like I can go. And I'm just waiting for one more person. I'm wondering, where's Willie? Where's Willie de Beer? Where's our gold modeler? The person that takes gold and models it into all the jewelry. Or should I say he designs it into jewelry. Where's our gold jeweler? Where is Willie? Where is Willie? Did someone speak to Willie today? Get him online. Get him online. He is missing. Where is Willie? Where is Willie? I don't see Willie. Maybe he's waiting until 5 minutes after we start. He normally jumps on like then. But okay, folks, we're just waiting for one or two more people. I just want to get the presentation ready here, so just bear with me. I've learned how to do this audio and presentation thing. I have to do it separately, so I am just going to do it like that quickly. All right, I hope that now is showing on your side so you can see. All right, I just want to check quickly if there's anyone else that I need to. Regalias, yeah, yes. All right, so folks, we're not going to keep you much longer tonight. I do see there are some familiar faces, some people that are always on the calls. Like I said, well done and thank you for being here. At the end of the day, we have a chance to either allow ourselves to know what needs to be said or what needs to be presented to people, because often we get asked questions ourselves, and if we don't know what the company is or what it's about, then it's difficult for us to really give a true reflection of what the company can do and what it is about. And sometimes when we have that broken telephone type of scenario where you don't give proper information, someone might just be misinformed, and then they get the misinterpretation of what the company really is. But with all due respect, I'm not saying you guys can't get it right, but if you come to enough meetings and you hear the way we present it, you will get confident eventually and know what needs to be said and how to answer questions. But that being said, we do have a shareholders group that most of you can be part of, and then when you're in that shareholders group, you have the chance to be able to learn from people. All right. Robert, Dollar Man is the person's name. Dollar Man is the person's name. Please take away, rename yourself there and leave Dollar Man. I know the person, his name is Dollar Man. Please just take away that, rename yourself there from him, please, Robert. His name is Dollar Man, that's right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sorry, Dollar Man, for that. Not everyone knows everyone here, so we just apologize for people that or misinformed. Some people's names can be a little bit deceiving. We think that's not your name, but actually you got a very strange name. So obviously your mother and your father wanted you to earn dollars, so that's why they called you Dollar Man. So you're going to be the bank manager for all of us. Dollar Man, I hope you understand that. And then we've got a queen in the house. We've got some people that are already, we hope they're going to live up to those names eventually. So folks, I would just like Vikas to say hello again. I know 2 weeks ago he was on the meeting and he just introduced himself, but I'd like him to introduce himself again because he's come on board and he is from India. He's also going to be part of the team that's trying to make sure that everyone understands the business, because we are working together and we're trying to make sure that everyone understands in all different languages as much as possible, and he's vital and he's playing a very huge part together with the team to get that done. So Vikas, if you can just unmute yourself there, please, my brother. And please, I cannot talk for you because only you, where's your Miyagi-san thing today? He normally has like, yo, man, he looks so colorful. Today he's like only black and white. Anyway, Vikas, over to you, my friend.
Hello, on. And before I start introducing myself, first of all, a big thanks to Paul. I mean, the way he starts the Zoom meeting and the way he presents everything, I'm already a big fan of him. And I see already there are 32 people here in this meeting, and I'm sure everyone is a fan of him. The way he, delivers things, makes complex things very simple, and that's the best of him. And with that, the energy he delivers, even if someone is feeling sleepy, or even if someone is doing some other work, whenever Paul is here, everyone leave their other work and just start focusing into the Zoom, into the meeting. That's the beauty of it. So big thank you to you, Paul, and brother. Now coming back to my introduction, I won't stretch it out. I will make it very short because Sarah, you have written here properly. So let me do this. Let me just jump in my other device. All over to you for a minute, and I'll be joining with my other device.
We can hear you. Maybe it's just she's not logged into audio. I did hear you. I don't know if she's saying she can't hear me, because I see my audio is working. So I'm not sure. Remember, folks, when you log in, you need to make sure your audio is on as well and your volume is up where you can hear it. Because sometimes we can be talking, our device is working from our side, but it's on your side where the settings are not where they should be. So I know if you can't hear me now, you're not going to hear what I'm saying. But I hope someone can relay it to you somehow. If they in your same team and they're in a group with you, they can just let you know. But just check that your audio on your side normally is up as well. So that we can I hope Sarah understood that and understands that. Because I know I did hear Vikas speaking, so I don't think it's from his side. It might just be our own settings sometimes. All right, sorry, Vikas, you can carry on now.
Thank you, Paul. Let me just try one more if I can change my audio settings. So Robert is saying the voice is going, but audio is fine. So let me just try and do some. Paul, I would request if you give me a minute, I will just connect my Bluetooth so that my voice stops, producing echo. Paul, you there?
Yes, sorry, I'm back. Zoom kicked me out. I'm not sure why. It kicked me out and then I came back in, so I hope everything is fine. Let me just double check everything is still fine on my side. I don't know why it kicked me out. I hope, let me just check all the settings are fine on my side. Sorry, let me Alright, sorry about that. I just had to reclaim host there quickly so I can carry up. Hello man, come on now. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm trying to get everything back on my screen because I was thrown out of Zoom quickly, so I just want to share again. Sorry man, my apologies for that. I do know that we've had storms and stuff in my area, but I'm hoping that's not going to affect my Zoom night tonight. So let me just make sure everything is showing on my side. Yes, okay, so let me just take that away there. Alright, so folks, yes, sorry Vikas, I don't know if you wanted to carry on speaking there or if you wanted me just to carry on with the presentation for now. I think all the audio is working for now. Everyone can hear me right. I just want to make sure, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, because I don't know if it was me you were referring to or Vikas you were referring to, but can everyone hear me? Thank you. Alright, I see some people are saying yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate the thumbs ups from everyone. Alright folks, so That being said, tonight is Friday night. We know it's going into the weekend, and a lot of people, like I said, could have been everywhere else. But the dedicated people, because remember, as shareholders, we are owners of Aureus. As much as I have shares, you have shares, someone else has shares, we all owners. And for us to all make money, it would be beneficial for all of us to know about our own business, and also to be able to, in a way, also share the business. Although we do say that you don't have to share the business because it's not obligation to do that. But I know each and every one of you, if you had a brick and mortar store, like a restaurant or a supermarket or a hardware store, you're going to do your hardest to make sure there's feet coming through the door to make a profit. So I'm sure when you have this knowledge of what a shareholder is going to benefit from the company and what it is for them, I'm sure you're going to take it and you're going to share it to someone. I believe most people with a very good conscience on their mind will do that when they know just how good this company is and what it has to offer. All right. So tonight we are going to change your mind and the way you look at things, because we're going to talk about ownership. Because a lot of us still don't understand how important it is for you to actually understand this, the concept of owning something, as opposed to just joining a business, working there for many years, and when you finish there, you don't have anything to your name. Whereas over here, you're buying something. You're buying a share and an ownership of the company. And for many years, you are going to carry on getting dividends. And not just that. If something had to happen to you, which we don't wish upon you, you can still leave it to your family. So it's generational wealth, because we have the beneficiary option in our back office as well, where you can set them up as your beneficiaries if something had to happen to you. I don't want to wish it upon anyone, but I just thought I'd open with that to let you know this is a long-term vision. It's not just a short-term vision. So what are we talking about tonight? As you can see on the screen, for those of you that maybe been here for the first or are here for the first time, some of you already know how I normally start. Aureus Alliance Holdings, the name says it all. Sorry, let me just take something out that's scratching me. All right, so folks, the Aureus Alliance Holdings means that the company is going to be
I see some technical problem happened with Paul, so he'll be back very soon. And meanwhile, I would like to ask if I'm audible. Can everyone hear me so that I can continue?
Yes, Vikas, we can all hear you. I can hear you better than I could earlier.
That's nice. That's nice. So till the time Paul is joining again, I would like to say a few things about, what we are planning here with the team. So as we know that we always have this meeting at 8:30.
Clear this time.
Paul, Robert, am I audible now? Like I have changed my device. Robert, you are Paul. You are mute. Please unmute yourself.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Perfect. Well.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why it keeps kicking me out. That's like 2 times 9, 2 minutes. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what it is. I hope it's not a Wi-Fi connection or a what do you call it? Fiber issue in our area, because I don't know of any issues. I just hope that I can stay connected to complete the presentation. Sorry about that. Let me just make sure you guys can see my screen again, because I did start sharing the screen. Yes. All right. So folks, like I said, I don't know if you heard the last part of that. Everything we are doing is gold-backed ventures, and everything is designed to create long-term shareholder value while uplifting communities, not just smaller communities where the mining's happening, but all of us as a larger, greater community of Aureus shareholders from all over the world. All right, moving on. All right, so what are we going to get as a shareholder? Well, basically, Aureus offers you structured share ownership in gold mining ventures through a equity ownership in the company. So the company is registered on the CIPC in South Africa. It's a legal company, and you will then get ownership according to how much you can come in with. And you can start as low as 1 share, or you can go in one transaction as much as 10,000 shares. But if you want more than that, you just have to do multiple transactions. So that is as much as you can take, whether it's one or whether it's, I don't want to tell you where you must stop. That's up to you. All right. Each share obviously will represent participation in the company's long-term mining operations and profit distribution. Remember, like I said, the mining is the core product, but at a later stage, we will be doing other things. So whenever the company makes profit and that's ready to be distributed, we will share in that as a community, all right, of shareholders. All right, so how are we going to do this? Obviously, we're going to have 2 wash plants going live early in 2026. They will be powered by renewables. They will ensure clean, sustainable mining, and the land, once that is done, like I said, we're doing sustainable mining, not blast mining, pit mining, chemical mining, tunnel mining, or shaft mining, or anything like that that's going to disturb the ground. We are going to do eco-friendly wash plant mining. So once we are done with the alluvial layer that we'll be working with, the land will be rehabilitated and restored to a viable natural state. And then all of that, when it is done, will be transparently reported to shareholders on the dashboard. So we will always know transparently how and what is happening in terms of the production and what's happening for us as shareholders. All right. So what is it that we are buying into? Well, for now, the company has a 250 hectare greenfield site in Kadoma, containing about 2.16 tons of placer gold in the top 80 centimeters of the alluvial layer. Now, greenfield means it's a virgin piece of land. So since the earth was created, and we know how long that's been around, this land has been there and no one has touched the gold. All right. So whatever was there in the creation days, it's still there, and that is there for us to take out. All right. We have tested the ground. We know there is about 2.16 tons in that piece of land. So if you have to work it out for yourself, if you go and check the current price of gold, which I, funny enough, didn't do today. Cheryl! Open there. I just want to get the prices. Sorry. Someone just knocked at our door. That's why I was shouting to my wife. Sorry about that. So the current price, if it's giving me the right price, is, let me just confirm. If it's not, it's showing 146, but I think that might be an old price. But let's say it's 146,000 per kilogram, right? So if you work that out and you take that and multiply it by 2.16 tons, 2.16 tons of gold, you can sort of see what the value of the gold is, and then you just divide it by half, and then you divide it by the 1.4 million shares. You can pretty much see what each shareholder is going to get just from Kadoma. But that's not where we're going to stop, so I will explain later why I say that. Alright, so in May 2026, which is now, the wash plants will start going live. By December, we plan to have plus minus 10 of them on the land, and from 2027 onward, the output is projected at a minimum of 3.5 tons per year. Now that is obviously if we start scaling up, which I will explain in a later slide as well. But the estimated dividend potential is based on a production model. When I say production model, it's not just that we think we're going to do that. We're working out what is available on the land. We know that. What the price of gold obviously is going to be, that will affect our dividend. Then we're also looking at what the output of the machines are, what the capacity is, how many hours in a day we're going to work. So there's a lot that goes into the calculation. It's not just something that's thrown out there and we say, we hope to make this. We know what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, and we just have to get that plan into action. And that is what we call the production model. So it's an estimated dividend based on that production model that we're hoping to get. So at the time of this original presentation, when we put it together, and we worked out 3.5 tons per annum at 130 kilograms, or should I say 130,000 per kilogram, then the share at that time per share price annually was $178. But I do know, okay, the price looks like 151 now. So it's about 21,000 more. So this price would be closer to, I would say, maybe to say safely, maybe it's even 195 per share per annum. All right, that's just on knowing that the price of gold has also increased since this slide was done originally. All right, so that being said, let's move on. All right, so let's explain how dividends are made. But just before we tell you, let's go to the top left. Dividends are payments from company profits. Like I said, the mining has to happen first, right? They are only paid when profits are available, because a lot of people are still asking, why didn't we get paid in April, and what was what happened, and all of this and that. What didn't happen was that we didn't mine. There was no dividends to share. So a lot of people are expecting us, people have been doing this business since last year, October, but no dividends. Yes, people have been sharing the business on the affiliate side of the business. That's separate. But the mining itself didn't start, and it's only recently started about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we have to understand that no dividends can be paid unless mining of the gold and then the gold sold for profits, all right? So if Aureus Alliance Holdings earns profit, their shareholders share in it. That is how and when the dividends will come. So let's go top right. How dividends are created, just to let you know now. I've told you briefly what has to happen. Let's tell you how it happens, right? So dividends are created when gold or any other mineral, because we do know with the tests, it was mentioned that there could be other minerals on the land. I can't tell you the full list because I can't remember exactly how it was told to me originally. But I do know that there are other minerals potentially in the land. So it's not just gold. We may be lucky to find other minerals that are worth something as well. But currently, we're working out everything just on gold. So let's just be honest about it. We may just find ourselves in the hot seat, so to say, when we realize, we're thinking there's only gold, but there may be something else. So when everything is mined, it will be processed and sold for revenue. Expenses will be paid first, and the expenses will come up to about 50%. So whatever is taken out value-wise, we will have to give 50% for expenses. The rest of the money that's left over will then be profit, and that will be divided by all 1.4 million shareholders. So nothing comes from selling new shares like some people are expecting right now. Why don't I get paid dividends right now? April just went past. Where's my dividends? Because it never came from us selling the shares. Your dividends come from the mining, which never happened up until now. So we need to just clarify and understand that. Sorry, I just need to take a sip of something here. My stomach gets more excited than my voice, so sometimes it pushes up. All right, so folks, when are dividends paid? Because that's also a very good question. So dividends are linked to production milestones. And let me explain the milestones. So right now we haven't started mining. So we are between the 0 and 50 tons per annum. So when we are in that bracket, we will get paid 4 times a year. I like to keep it short for people to remember. So I use the word Joe. January, April, July, and October. So if you can remember Joe in your mind, and you put the letters to a month, it's January, April, July, and October. All right, then once we reach 50 tons or more, that might be 2, 3, 4 years down the line, then we will get paid twice a year, and that could be in April. Well, not could be, but it will be in April and October. Or if you really want to remember and you want to start singing to yourself, you go, Ayo, Ayo, it's off to the bank I go, because Aureus is paying me. If you can remember the song, you might be happy to sing it on the way to the bank. All right, and then folks, once we get to about 9, 10 years down the line, I believe we will get to the 100 tons or above, And if that is the case, we will get paid once a year, and that is in April. So A is the beginning of the alphabet, so your year will start off in April with a good payment, and I'm sure that's going to make a lot of us happy. All right, just to remind you as well, when you purchase shares, they must work for 5 months before they start earning dividends. All right, so everyone that did purchase in April, if you look at the bottom right, if you bought in April, you wouldn't have qualified for July because that's too soon. Your first dividend is going to be paying out in October. Then your cycle continues from October, then you will get January, April, July, and it carries on every year until you pass away. Then it will go to your beneficiaries, like I said, if that is the case. But while you are living, you will get lifetime dividends whenever dividends are due according to the milestones, as I've just said. So to let you know, middle right here, we're going to how dividends grow. As the company grows and expands and puts more wash plants out, the profits can increase because of the production. The more production there is, the more gold we take out. The more gold there is, obviously, it's going to be bigger profits, mean bigger dividend pool. And over time, dividends per share can become higher because production also affects our dividend price. Because more gold that's taken out, obviously, there's going to be more for us to share in. All right. So moving on. So benefits of becoming a shareholder. Now, folks, I'm not a financial advisor, and yes, I've been in many businesses before where I thought I was doing the right thing, just to find out that, hey, you don't always know what you think you know. But I do honestly feel that this is the first business, and I'll be honest with you, I have tried a lot. Don't get me wrong, I've tried a lot. I gave a lot of businesses benefit of the doubt, but this is the first time that I am offered lifetime dividends. And like I said, as long as you are a shareholder, point number 2 says you get equity ownership, and you have that ownership of the business, which I know I've never had before in any other business. But I'm an owner of Aureus. Even though I've only got so many shares and it's not all of the shares, I'm still an owner of the company. I'm a shareholder, and that makes me feel good inside. So that benefit to me feels great, that I know I own a company that is going to pay me or my family for a lifetime. For a lifetime. As long as someone owns a share certificate and has ownership of it, someone is going to get paid. And I love that for my family going forward. I hope you find that appealing as well. Long-term asset growth, like I said, once the company starts expanding, obviously we know that that's going to benefit us all as shareholders, because it just means that we'll be able to make more money from the company. Sorry, I just want to see why my WhatsApp is making a noise. I thought I put it low. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Sorry, let me just turn it down on my phone, because that is where it's making the noise and it's disturbing me while I'm talking. Sorry about that. All right, folks. So the other part is controlling your shares. Now, that comes into effect only once all 1.4 million shares are sold. The reason for that being because we cannot sell or transfer shares right now until all shares are sold. So only once all phases are done and all shares are sold, then we will have the transfer window open again and the shares will be sellable on the marketplace. So when that happens, you'll have 3 options. You can either still hold the shares and continue to get paid. You can transfer it to someone if you want to, as long as they're 18 and above. You can transfer the shares to them, or you can choose to sell it. All right, I will explain what happens if you sell your shares later on the last slide. Right, and then obviously shareholder benefits number 5. We all know, for us that have already bought shares, we've been added into a WhatsApp group perhaps, and we are already in groups where you discuss things and you get to know things that you wouldn't have known if you weren't in that shareholders group. So obviously there's updates and advantages aren't going to be available to non-shareholders. All right. So just to clarify, you earn dividends because you own shares. That's it. The simple part of the business. You just make a once-off payment for your shares, and that's it. There's no membership. There's no monthly fees. There's no annual licensing or anything like that. You just buy your shares. You purchase. You get your share certificate for those shares, and that is it. You can sit back and relax. You're like a silent partner, if you've heard that term before, and you can do nothing, absolutely nothing, and you'll still get your dividends. Now, we do know that there are some people that are doing the other side of the business, but this is no obligation to you. So just to confirm, you do not need to refer anyone, you do not need to join the affiliate program, and you do not need to participate in the sales of shares for you to earn your dividends, because your dividends come from your shares, not your referrals. Alright, so moving on. Alright, so folks, it's all good and well. We're talking on paper what you can get, how it's done, where it's going to happen, and what you get paid, when you get paid. Alright, but what is going to happen for that to happen? Well, in the first place, we are going to be mining in a rural area. Now, it's not going to be good of us as a company to expect people to mine for us if we don't somehow give back to that community to enable them and empower them to do what we need them to do for us. So the company has thought, okay, uplift the community using Richard Branson's philosophy, where he always looks after his employees, because he knows if he looks after his employees, they will be happy to work, and when they're happy to work, they will produce what they need to produce with clients or customers, and then that in turn will make the customers pay, or clients favor the business, put money into the business, and then Richard Branson obviously and the company will make money in the end. So that similar philosophy is how we're looking at this. We're taking these rural areas, we're going to build eco-friendly world smart villages, and providing jobs and food, clean water, clean energy, clinics and schools. Alright. Each share supports healthcare, education and sustainable development. I can tell you, in a recent trip, the beginning of this year, just before JP and they went to India, they went through Zimbabwe. There was an area called Zimplats, or a mining area called Zimplats. And Zimplats, as a mine, they had their own little town. And when JP and them took a video of that town, you could see there was a cell phone tower, there was a power station, they had their own shops, they had their own medical suites, they had their own roads, running water and residential area. So they literally had everything in place, infrastructure in place to be able to support that community without them having to go miles and miles and miles to look for something. Because I can tell you that some of the areas that we've already gone into, where Kadoma is, where we're going to mine, some of the community is their children are walking between 10 to 15 kilometers a day to get to and from school. Now I know I couldn't expect my daughter to do that, especially when there's no roads and there's no real ways for them to get to and from school. It must be really, really hard. So we're literally going to empower them. Our mission is to uplift these communities across Africa, not just worry about us where and how we're going to mine the gold. We need to obviously think about how we're going to uplift the community so they can do what we're expecting them to do. Alright, so moving on. Alright, so that being said, let's see where we are going to do this and some of the proof of work pictures. So this is one of the communities on the top left here. This is a gentleman that's a community leader in the pink and white shirt. Here is our CEO that was with him at the time, Donovan James. Here's Donovan again with Mr. Wayne Williams. He is the gentleman that's building our wash plant technology from Yagdan Engineering, alright? And then this gentleman in the pink shirt here and the one on the black, at the bottom here in the black shirt, they are the gold experts that came to the land just to confirm what they thought they could see via pictures. I will show you the pictures in the next slide, but they thought the pictures were photoshopped. If you look at this, where they're standing now, if you look at the grass behind them, where they're standing now, compared to the pictures I'm going to show you just now, you will already see that they must have thought, hey, you're showing me this one, then you're showing me that one. That can't be right. This one must be photoshopped. So I can understand how they were thinking. But they had to come and test for themselves, and they did that. And you can see when they were testing, here is one of the experts holding a piece of silica rock. There's a bigger picture of it in his fingers. And then when they crushed it and when they put it through and they panned it, you can see the gold flakes on the top right here. You can already see how big they are compared to the sand particles. So we are literally sitting on a gold mine, right? So here you can see JP was with the group again this time. This gentleman in the suit is a very important picture, because I do know a lot of people have been asking, does Zimbabwe know about us? And I actually today, I think it was this morning or late last night, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was late last night. In one of our groups that I'm chatting with, someone had visitors in their house that is related to the royalty of Zimbabwe. And that royal family even said they know about Aureus in Zimbabwe. And they themselves said, if you know about Aureus, buy as many shares as you can. Now that is some royal family connection in Zimbabwe that knows about this. So I'm just saying that because I just want to let you know that this gentleman is the advisor to the president of Zimbabwe. And he was there with all our talks, and he knows about everything. He related to the president, and the president is happy. Like I said, for one, we are going to be uplifting the communities, building these eco-friendly, world smart villages, and also we're going to give back to the economy because of that. So they are obviously happy that we are going to do that as a company, and they've given us their go-ahead. All right, so moving on. Here are the pictures that we were told were photoshopped. You can see how green the grass is. It's amazing that it actually is this green compared to, you can see a picture here that is not our piece of land. So you can see the gold expert even had to bring his umbrella because it was so nice and bright there. Or maybe it was raining that day. I can see there's some clouds in the background, but I don't know if it was raining or very hot or whether it was, yeah. So anyway, you can see this grass is very green. There's even a stream of water running through it. So that could potentially be where there's a lot of gold at the moment, because that's where the gold will settle in the streams. These pictures over here, the top, these top two here, and these two at the bottom, these are artisanal miners, or as the Africans like to call them, or the South Africans and Zimbabweans, zamas. Now, they are a potential threat, but they could also be a potential positive for the company. Let me first talk about the threat. A lot of these people, if they know where there is gold and they know where the land has gold, they will just infiltrate the land and they'll start digging without you knowing. And that's also why we try and keep our location for now under wraps. We're keeping it secret so that people don't really know where it is, because anyone can just go and indirectly somehow send a message to someone, and then these people may just know where it is, and then we have a problem. So we are keeping it under wraps for that. But on the other side, these people are mining illegally. They're mining under difficult circumstances. They know what to do to get the gold, and they know how to hustle to get the gold. So they have the skills. They just don't have the right equipment, and they don't have the right knowledge and expertise in that sense, doing the business in the right way. So we have mining licenses on our land, which means we are allowed to sell to refineries at the normal price that we can sell it at, right? We don't have to now go on the black market and sell. So these folks, they can potentially come and work, use their expertise, and they can earn a much better wage and a much better income working for us if that is the case. So that is just the potential. They either can be a threat or they could be a potential a positive for us as a company. So you can see Donovan and them were on their way or to a meeting or coming from a meeting. You can see Donovan walking again with the team, and then a young gentleman that probably has never seen a cell phone having a photo taken of him. Probably, hey, what's that thing? Is it really going to take a picture of me? Let me see. So yes, folks, sometimes we are doing first things in the area for some people. I know if that was me, I probably would have been thinking, what is that funny thing in your hand doing? So yeah, so after being on the land, sorry, I just have to take a sip again. After being on the land, we had to then, like I said, that royalty that came to visit one of our members already confirmed that the pictures you're seeing now are valid. Because how did the royalty in the country get to know about Aureus if no one went and spoke and created connections? So here you can see the team went into the working class community. You can see JP and Donovan and the gold expert sitting there. You can see them in a group picture at a company or a business or institution of some sort. They were around breakfast tables, lunch tables and dinner tables. They were in boardrooms. They were in company head or office and blocks and offices. And then they were also in people's homes. So they went everywhere they could to build a local connection first. I know I wouldn't like it if I was a community leader and someone came and put up a business in my area and no one spoke to me about it, but the rest of the world knows about that business. So I know it wouldn't sit well with me. So I know we've done that local connection before we went global. And like I said, the royalty already knows about it in Zimbabwe, which is a good thing for us. All right. So moving on. So late in December, the team went to Zimbabwe. That was JP and Donovan, and they met up with the COO, and they went and they acquired our first 10 ton per hour wash plant. This is now going to be our testing plant. It's going to be used for testing, different samples from all the different lands that we're going to be on or areas. And there you can see the slip for it, and you can already see that there was rain falling in December when we went there. This is the company Bucky over there. All right. So just to move on, this was other pictures. Yeah, you can see of them when they were collecting it. They were just getting told about how the machine works, how to put it together and all of that. So they know more or less what they're doing. This is a sluice box where the gold will be running through, and it will have those catching mats that will trap the gold, and then that's where they will get it. There's JP in front of the company Bucky with the branding on it, looking awesome, all nice and new. And then this is the groundbreaking ceremony. Now folks, I just want to stop you a little while and explain something to you, because so many people don't understand the importance of, I believe, what the rain actually blessed us with. Because I can tell you now, this piece of land where they're digging, where they did dig, should I say, that was where they wanted to put the first wash plant. Now, if they had put the wash plant there, and the rains came after that, we would have been in trouble, because that area, when the rains came, was flooded. And we are told that when we mine, we have to be 50 meters from a water source. That is regulation. It's a rule and a law that we have to stick to. So we were in a way blessed by the act of God, if I can call it that, to show us where we can't put things. Even though we wanted to do it there, we couldn't put it there. So we were just blessed with that. To know now we know. After everything has happened, all the rain has come, we can see where it gets wetter and where it's going to be drier. So we know now, going forward, where we can plan things a little bit better. So I believe that that delay actually helped us. It's going to make us build a lot faster later on, when we know where we can and where we can't build. So I know sometimes you can be delayed in life, but it actually gives you a hip, if you say it in Afrikaans, I can't get the English word, but a hupstootjie, like a little kickstart. Into action, you understand? So yeah, you can see JP again with the community leader in a different colored shirt. You can already see the fencing behind him, which means they started building the camps and securing pieces of the land where they're working on. And then yes, Donovan, probably deep in thought, thinking about the 10-year plan, because like I said, we're not staying in Zimbabwe. We also plan to go to various other mineral-rich pieces of land across Africa. And this, obviously, we want to do by 2035. So it's the next 9 to 10 years. And when we do this, we want to scale at 20 new wash plants per year. And then also get to 100 tons annually of gold mined. And obviously, at that stage, we're all going to get one payout per year. And it's going to be like a huge lump sum. And it's going to be like, wow. Really, that's going to be huge. So each wash plant will be built for sustainable and scalable gold production. Just to let you know, these wash plants are going to be mobile, so they can move from place to place if need be at a later stage. They're not going to be fixtures that we cannot move at a later stage. So each wash plant, once it's done on a certain piece of land, can be moved and used somewhere else if need be at a later stage. You're right. So that is the awesome part about it. So we are planning to have 6,000 hectares with 20 new wash plants per year, and then also getting to 100 tons annually per annum. That is the whole 10-year plan. And like I said, this is in the presentation from the start. It's not something that only came up, we started mining now, we think we can get to this. No, this is what we're planning on doing. And I can tell you, our CEO, what I know about Donovan, I only got to know him for physically 3 days myself. But that was good enough, because I know when you know, then you know. Sorry, that's a lot of no's, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. I know from what I've seen about him. I promise you now, I haven't seen another person that one night is in Johannesburg, the next morning is in Durban, and then later that same day of him being in Durban, he's back in Johannesburg. I mean, this guy is non-stopping. He doesn't stop doing what he needs to do. And I mean, I just saw. He does what he wants to do and he gets it done. And when he says this is his plan, He's going to make it happen. Folks, I can say that about our CEO. He's in charge of the mining, so when he says this is his plan, I know it's going to happen. I can say that with all my heart because I know of Donovan James and his plans. All right. Folks, so what happens right now is we are in phase 7. Right? We just changed over 2 days ago and we are currently, we have about 679,694 shares at $40. All right. And we are selling these shares and releasing them, the 1.4 million of them, over 19 different phases. We started in the beginning with pre-sale, then we went to $10 a share in phase 1, and we're currently sitting at $40, which we are in phase 7 currently, but the next phase will be phase 8, and we'll be at $45, and then we'll move on, as I'm going to explain to you in the next slide. But when you purchase shares, for South Africans, you can still use bank transfer. The company has an FNB account, so you can transfer. Obviously, when you make a payment and you're from another bank, we would suggest that you do an instant payment so that you don't have to be delayed by the 2-day interbank transfers and then still wait 2 days for it to reflect on your account, because that's the process. So the faster you can help process that, then the better. But for everyone else that is international, the only way to purchase your shares is through cryptocurrency on the Polygon, Ethereum, Tron, and Binance network. And we obviously would say it's easier to use USDT on those chains if you can. Alright, so when you do purchase, you will get an NFT share certificate, which I will explain later on. I won't go into that in detail right now. Alright, so when you purchase shares, the funds are allocated to various areas of the company. So right now, when you purchase shares, 35% goes to Aureus, which is Donovan's baby. He is in charge of that. Aureus takes care of everything to do with the mining. Then 25% goes to Sun. That is JP's business. And that takes care of anything to do with promotion, like the Zoom meeting right now, like the presentation, the marketing, the software, and everything to do with that. All right. And then Ubuntu Helping Hands Foundation is obviously JP and Donovan together. It's the corporate social responsibility of the business. They will take care of the eco-friendly World Smart Villages and uplift the communities with that. Then the word of mouth is obviously very big, where the company knows they could go and spend money on advertising, but they know that us as shareholders that are, how can I say, able to do it and more comfortable in doing it and sharing the business, they put aside affiliate commission of 15%. And also we know that some of the gold, or not some, I think all of the gold diggers from last month already got paid their money yesterday and today. So a lot of them were in that pool and they are sharing a 15% that gets put aside for that. And I know a lot of the gold diggers were quite surprised at what they earned this month. So I'm grateful and I'm happy for those that have performed, because I know that they are helping the company grow by introducing more shareholders into the company, and so doing it enables the company to grow faster and faster. Alright, so just to let you know, the phases of fortune, as I said, over 19 phases. We're currently in phase 7 with 679,694 shares available at $40. Our next phase will be phase 8, where we will introduce another 50,000 shares, and then the price will jump to 45. At $40, or if you're a South African, it works out to about 700 and just under 750 ZAR or rands. All right. Okay, currently everywhere between phase 7 to phase 9, we are going to be increasing by $5 every time the price increases or the phase changes, should I say. All right, which is on the 6th of the month. Then when we get to the end of phase 9, which we will be already on $50, when we change to phase 10, which will be from July to August, then it will jump by $50. So it literally doubles in price. Then that means the end of August going to September, the price is already on $100, But now it's going to change from $100. It's going to increase by $100. So it's going to become $200 in August on the 6th. And then it's going to stay at that $100 increment every time it changes. From phase 11, right from phase 10 right up to phase 19. It will increase by $100 per month. All right. So folks, we are almost there. I've got about another 55 slides to speak about. I hope you can stay with me. Go and get your popcorn. Go and get your blanket. Put your TV off. Put your music off, because now we're going to get louder and louder and louder, because I'm almost there. I'm almost there. All right. So folks, when you are a shareholder, you will earn quarterly, as I said in the beginning, until we get to 50 tons. The dividends will come once mining operations begin, which is like already now. And then shares will be sellable only after all 1.4 million shares are sold. And that is no later than July 2027, which is like almost about a year and a few months. All right. And then Aureus shares are digitally represented, like I said, as an NFT certificate, which means non-fungible token, which is a digital version. And that is just to allow secure ownership tracking and future trading on the Aureus marketplace. I mean, if I had a physical document right now, just let's say this is a share certificate here in my hand. You can't tell me if I sell this right now who I sold it to. You wouldn't be able to track it. So for the company now to do what it needs to do to enable us to earn like they want us to earn, every time shares are sold from one person to the next person, the original shareholder will always get a 5% sale commission of whatever was paid for those shares. Like we said, the minimum price that they will start at once they are sellable is $1,000. So you must know you're going to get 5% of $1,000 just for selling your shares. All right. So that will also continue every time someone else sells. Let me get that right. I'm getting tongue-tied on that word. Every time someone else sells it, let me get it right, sorry, then you will still get 5% as the original shareholder of it. So that is the beauty of how the company is setting this up. All right, so folks, that is the presentation. And if this resonates with you, and if you're one of the new people here tonight, reach out to the person that invited you, because there is love. They showed you love by sharing this with you, right? And because of that, we don't want to see you at the bottom because we know it's overcrowded. We want to see you at the top where you belong. Like an eagle, we want you to rise and soar like an eagle and scream like an eagle does when it's up there. It screams and shouts where no one can hear it, because they know they can say what they want because no one's going to say anything. And we want you to be like that. We want you to be so confident about who you are and what you are when you are earning good money, because we want to see you at the top because the bottom is overcrowded. I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. I'm going to hand over to any questions. Unfortunately, I know one of my co-hosts that normally is on the meeting is not here tonight. She had a problem at home that she had to deal with. But I really... Oh, she is! Madam Money Honey is in the house. Okay, why is my... Robert, did you make Rafiwa a co-host? Because I can't do it from my side right now. The screen is hooking. Sorry, Robert, can you unmute yourself and maybe just help me? My screen is freezing for now.
Well, look, I can't make it co-host.
You can. You should be able to.
No, I did check it out and I can't seem to find the option.
Crikey. My screen is freezing for now, so I can't even move anything right now. I'm not sure if Vikas can maybe see if he can do it.
In order to make someone co-host, I need to be host, but we can unmute her. Can you spell her name?
Just hang on, okay, hang on. I think, man, my screen is still, I can't, something is going on this computer at the moment that it's stopping me from doing what I need to do. I do apologize. Let me just maybe close some things here quickly. Just hang on, I'm just trying to make things disappear here, and they are not disappearing.
Paul, just spell her name and I'll unmute her.
You can unmute her. Just unmute her and let her talk. Yeah, Rafiwa Monye. She's in the bottom, second and third from the right. Yeah.
Good evening.
Evening, Rafiwa.
I'm using someone's phone. Even this phone is gonna be off a little bit.
I'm getting an echo, so someone has a double device. Rafiwa, just speak. Rafiwa, sorry, where are you? Let me just see if I can get her back. Sorry. Did she disappear now? Did she? Okay, there we go. Rafiwa, you are co-host now. You can just unmute yourself and you can speak to us.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. You can speak.
Yeah. I actually a little bit late because of my battery is off. And we don't have power at this moment, but the guy is busy fixing. I'm not gonna say much today. Please, maybe you're gonna give me chance to speak. Maybe next week, Monday also.
Rafiwa, all I can say is I did promise the people a video about your story. But we have to do that video now because of what happened this month. I know it's going to be even more now that we can add to the value of that for the average person out there that wants to understand how can this benefit them. We need to share your story even more now, right? So yes, thank you for that. We appreciate you coming on even though you had problems today. Let's leave it at that. Folks, if you want to hear a story, I'm going to do me and her will do a meeting ourselves. We'll record that and we'll make it available for everyone because this story is a story that I think a lot of people need to hear. And just what she's done in a short space of time, even her team is duplicating what she's doing. And some of them are even doing as well as what she's done because she's shown them, she's educated them, and she's uplifting others, not just herself, but others through what she's doing. The story has to be heard by a lot of people. I just thought I needed to share that. All right, Rafiwa.
Okay.
Thanks, Rafiwa.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. All right, Vikas, from your side, I know there's been a lot happening in India. Can you maybe give us some breakdown? I know JP's been hiding away from the rest of us because you guys have been keeping him there. I think you hijacked our CTO. We're going to send out the search party. Can you just please tell me where my CTO is, please?
Trust me. He is, doing back-to-back meetings and meeting, top-notch people in India who are friends. And recently they have signed up an agreement with a cricket team. So Aureus is now being watched by many people. Like when we talk about India, even all cities of India are bigger than many continents on this planet. So now Aureus will be watched by many people in India through this, done between the cricket team and Aureus. And not only this, I must say, with this frequent travel and different JP has been ill. JP has been, sick many times, but nothing is stopping him. The way Donovan is doing the work in Africa, South Africa, same JP is performing, well, despite of being sick many times, nothing is stopping him. He's doing back-to-back meeting finances and many potential people out here. So in short, I can say very soon you will see the shareholders from India. India will have massive numbers of shareholders, and this coming fifth is gonna be sold out before even 6th of the next month. That's how the India is progressing now.
Yes, folks, Donovan is very big on brand exposure. That's why you'll see whenever he drives a vehicle, you'll always have the Aureus logo showing on his vehicle. He is very big about that. Obviously, everything that he's doing, especially Miss Teen Universe and with the Punjab Titans now, is the team. He's getting exposure for the company. Because Miss Teen Universe is a big pageant. We know it's worldwide, right? Obviously, when we are sponsoring them, we are the main headline sponsor of that. So we get a lot of exposure in the media, on radio stations, TV stations, wherever that's going to be put, printing media and brand visibility. Same when we're doing it with the Punjab. When they are being aired, like Vikas said now, and thousands of people are watching it in India. You must know when they see Aureus there on the team jersey, they see Aureus on everything and around the stadium and stuff. You must know that Aureus is going to be in front of people's faces all the time, and they're going to like, what is this? What is this? Obviously, it's going to be a good thing for us because it's exposure. And when our name gets out there, it's going to be huge. And I can tell you now, the Indian team is running at the moment. They are running. They're going to start flying soon, but they are running for now. They're running. They're getting their wings. Eventually, they're going to start flying. And folks, if you don't want to be left at the bottom where it's crowded, you better start rising to the top where you belong. Because I can tell you, Team India is going to show us where the top is soon.
That's true, Paul. And with this, I would like to add two more things. Like you mentioned, is supporting your team same way. We are also creating a sales funnel in commercial languages. That's gonna help many people out there, not only India, but worldwide. It's gonna help everyone. But so I want to update everyone out here. See, when it comes to Aureus, it's not only about sharing the project with people, but it's also about changing lives of your known like your friends and family. Echoing, Paul?
Sorry, say again. Sorry. I had a disturbance here that I didn't hear what you said there. Sorry.
I'm asking, is my voice echoing?
No. We can hear you. I can hear you. It doesn't sound echoey to me, but I can hear you.
Perfect. So all I want to say is we are not only just sharing the project with others, but with this we're trying to create a plug-and-play system where even if someone is new to the system, they don't know nothing about the system, they just bought one share, and they want to know what should be done next. So we are creating a system that don't need to do anything. They just need to plug their people to the system, and everything will be done by us. So we are going to create a system that's going to work for everyone. So this is going to help everyone out here. So the biggest problem we found is after buying the shares, many people, they have no idea what to do next.
Exactly.
People who are old, people who are here with the system from long, they understand the project and they are able to set up the very fast. But for many people out there, it's a big challenge. After buying, most people buy shares because some of their friends or family members have bought it. So in the influence of that, they buy the shares. But when they see other people making money before even the dividends are paid out, they get curious. What should they do that they can also put money. They have a big question mark. So to solve this question mark, we are creating this funnel that's going to help many people. And with that, we are also about to start, train the trainer program, the education campaigns, like that will be done in the daytime. So the purpose, the agenda of doing this educational campaign is if anyone out there wants to know more details about Aureus, or they want to help their team members to know the details, they can just hop into the space and we're gonna help them out. So they will feel that they are not alone. Like there are people who are going to help them out no matter what the situation is. So doing this will make this community better, stronger, and sustainable forever. So this is the agenda we have been working on, and it's been like 15 days that we have been creating this series corner. So very soon you all will be able to enjoy it, and this will help you to increase your income every day.
Yes, yes. Folks, like Vikas said, exactly that. I know that there are a lot of people that maybe want to share the business, but they just don't know how because they don't have the tools. There's nothing wrong with that because a lot of people in a lot of businesses are in that same situation. However, we do want to change that. We want to make it easy for anyone, doesn't matter what country you're in and what language you speak. We want to make sure that you have whatever it is that you need to understand. If you buy shares today, how then can you explain the business to someone else, and what are the steps that needed to be taken for you to invite someone and show them how to become a shareholder like you did? Because most of the time someone walked you through the steps, but when you did that, you didn't take notes for yourself. So you didn't say, oh, I had to do this, I had to do that, I had to do this, because someone was walking it with you. But if you yourself know, you start today, there's a onboarding process that we can help you with. There's training videos that we can help you with. There's various languages. So if you have a friend that speaks a totally different language to you, you just say, hey, go to your Chinese site and we'll show you how to do it in Chinese. Because I can't talk your language, but I can show you where to do. No, I can't speak Chinese, guys. That was my version of Chinese, but it's not good. I was just trying to show you. But that can happen. You might have someone in a different country. You might have to talk to them via Google Translate sometimes to communicate. But what happens if you can enable them to understand the business in their own language? And that's what we're trying to create, is various languages available for people so that they can understand the business and we're all on the same page, knowing the information in our own languages. That is going to be huge. And yes, it doesn't happen overnight. Like we said, we're working on it. It's been a few days, but we are getting it done. It will be available as soon as we can get it done. It's just a process you have to allow us to get through. But soon we will have this available. And I'm telling you now, I know Team India is going to be the first one to say, hey, it's in Hindi. Thank you very much. And I know Suriname is going to say, thank you. We can talk Dutch now to the people. And then the people in Burkina Faso and Ghana are going to say, hey, we're talking the language of love here in French. Thank you. Even Canada. Ian's not here tonight, but I think the people in Canada are even going to say, thank you for the French. So folks, we want to do it in the languages that you're comfortable with so that we know you are able to go out there in confidence and share the business with anyone, doesn't matter what. Nothing is stopping you because you're unstoppable, because you're going to the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. We do not want to see you there anymore. We want you to go one way, and that's up, up, up to where you belong.
Also, Paul, I would request you can mention about your everyday education campaign and how you have planned, like one day you're going to cover a topic like how the facts of Aureus, then next day you're going to cover business plan, only the 10% affiliate plan, then next day you're going to cover the gold digger. So that way it will be easier for everyone to understand.
Yeah. Now look, folks, there's a talk of us doing a daily Zoom meeting. All right, I think we must put a poll out in the groups just to confirm the availability of people, because I already know, even when you look at the Zoom meetings now, there's a lot of people that don't want to join the Zoom meetings because it's either data or it's this connection or that connection. So we need to maybe do a poll and find out what are the main topics that we can do over the 7 days. I know the idea is there to have shorter meetings focusing more on certain topics. And when we focus more on those certain topics, the meeting is not as long. We don't take as long to explain something, but we want to make it more positive driven, more education driven, so that we're empowering you, not just giving a flat out presentation that takes a very long time, and then you start switching off and you start sleeping, and then by the time we say, hey, have you got questions, you're already fallen asleep into bed. We don't want that to happen. So the idea is to keep you engaged all the time, keep you learning all the time, keeping you educated, keeping you motivated, inspired with maybe testimonials or tips of the business. Someone might have a good way of us promoting something and they can share it with us, or someone might know a nice way to create graphics and they can show us how to do that, and someone might know how to use an AI tool that can benefit us. We're all going to do that through all of our training. So we are planning on doing daily Zoom meetings. We will just finalize the finer details, but that is going to come into play. Maybe
the best part for it is, once you start adding values to, in the life of shareholders, so far, people only have this to say, hey, come and join us Zoom meeting, and we're going to show you how to make money. But with this, if we start adding value to people, there will be many other things that we can help our people. You know what, come to this Zoom, and today you're going to learn something about AI, how to use AI when you're using the WhatsApp, how you can use AI to chat with someone. Or if you want to design something, there is any festival or if there is any occasion, if you want to create your own, photo, picture or banner, you can do it easily using Canva or any other AI tool. And you know what, you're going to learn today through Zoom meeting. So when we do campaigns like this, when we do education campaigns like this every day, so with this, our shareholders will get more content, in the market, and this will attract more and more people every day to Zoom meeting. So the all agenda is, we should be creating a community that's complementing each other. They are complementing. The power of networking is not to take money from each other, but the power of networking is to help each other, to add value into each other's life so that we can grow together. That's what we are going to do from now onwards.
No, definitely. Just to answer Tariq, when he says maybe back office training, yes, we will do back office training. That is part of what we're going to do. So we definitely will do that, because I do know there's still a lot of the back office that doesn't function 100%. So I'm sure when we can get JP to sort of fix up a lot of the back office issues, we can do training on it as it's functioning the way it should function. We will definitely make training available. So definitely we will do that. All right. Thanks, Tariq, for that. It's not a suggestion from your side. It's just an observation, and we are aware of it. So there's definitely, how can I say, no delay on our side to do the training. We just need to wait for a lot of the functions of the back office to be working the way they should for us to then do training. But those functions that are working for now, we will systematically start working and doing some training videos to make sure everyone understands it. All right. So thank you for that. Let me just see if there's any other questions. I think most were answered by Robert in the chat already. Dean asked...
I would like to add...
Yes, you can add something. No, you can.
So, I'm not good at creating videos, but I'm trying to create record my screen and create a video where there will be a walkthrough of back office, then how to sign up, how to pull up your link, how to draw, how to deposit. So, I'm trying to create small videos. These videos might not look so professional, but yes, it's going to help out the beginners.
Exactly. That is what we need, what we will call an onboarding process series, where basically if you were to now send someone that's totally doesn't know about the business and they want to sign up, you're going to send them, okay, this is, first of all, how do you send your link? That will be the first video. Then, how do you get them to register? This is what they need to do. And you can send it to them. This is how you register. The video shows where to go. Use the link, then you're going to sign up, you're going to register, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do that. And then it's going to walk them through how to pay either with crypto or if they're in South Africa with bank account. So all of those things, yes, will be part of what we will basically call an onboarding series of videos. So yeah. All right, folks.
We are taking baby steps. Yeah, please continue.
No, carry on.
So all I'm saying is we are willing to do many things, but step by step, everything will be in front of you. So I would say, stay with us, and if you have any suggestions or any ideas you have, just share it with us so that we can, if you are good at doing something, just we want you to get involved. If you have just the idea, just share it with us, and we will do our best to make it happen to manifest it in the real world.
Yes.
All other part of making best about this business is when someone asks me what you do. So before I used to tell them, I have my company, I'm doing this and that. But now when someone asks me what you do, I simply say, I collect money from the South African gold mining company because I am one of the shareholders there. I am one of the owners there. And just by saying this, this makes me feel good. I have never any opportunity in my life. But this thing has added into my portfolio, and now it has changed many things. Now people who look at me when I tell them that I'm the owner in gold mining company, they're like, wow, really? And
Exactly.
I started doing this. I started doing this because I felt happy about this, but now doing this, I have realized when someone asks me, how are you, or what are you doing? So when I tell them about this, I'm one of the owners in gold mining company, and making good money from there. So this originated topic where they start talking more and more about this company, and I have realized that in last 15-20 days, I have more sign-ups than before. Once I started telling them what I am doing, like how I am getting from this gold mining company. So I would it's a simple, it's a humble request to everyone. Whenever someone asks you, how are you? Like, what are you doing these days? Start telling them that you are making money, or you are expecting money from you're spending your time and waiting for the dividend to be paid out, and they'll ask you from where. When you're going to tell them, you know what, I'm an owner in a gold mining company. So once you tell this will start to topic where they will start asking more and more about what is gold mining company. Tell me more. So when someone asks you and you tell them about the gold mining company on audience, you get 100% closure. Rather than going out and shouting loud, you know what, come and I'm going to tell you about something about audience. No, this doesn't work anymore. So I would say start using tactics or strategies where you don't tell them about audience first, where you don't tell them about gold mining first, but you tell them how your life is changing now. What are the reasons of this change? And they'll be 100% interested in knowing more. And that's the moment when you start talking about audience.
Exactly. No, I agree with you. The thing is, it's all about the ownership, changing from employee mindset to the ownership. Like you said right now, you had your own IT company and all of this and all of that. But somehow people still felt like, you weren't important enough. But now when you say you're owning a company in another country, now all of a sudden they start, what? How? We only saw you working here and we know about, but how did you got ownership over there? And then when you, because a lot of you are not South African. A lot of you from here are even from out of South Africa. So or Africa, should I say, in other countries other than Zimbabwe and South Africa, if I can put it that way. Sorry, let me just get it right. And when you say now that you are an owner of, Aureus, and we are busy as a South African registered company, but also in Kadoma in Zimbabwe, people obviously are going to say, but how? And like Vika said, when you break the ice and you get them to have that curiousness in them, then that's going to open the door for you to then explain. And when you can explain to them with confidence through all of what we're going to create for you, you're going to be unstoppable. All you have to do is just have the desire, be thirsty enough, like my hiccups right now are thirsty, then you will see. You're going to do what you need to do to have a sip from the golden cup, like I'm having from the blue cup right now. So folks, I don't see anyone asking questions. Let me just check the chat. Was there one more The echo on Vika's side is very bad. Can't hear him. Alright, I'm not sure why that's happening. On my side, it sounds clear. I don't know why it would be echoing on your side. I do apologize about that. On my side, Vikas wasn't echoing, so I can't even say it was echoing because I didn't hear the echo myself. So sorry about that. Like I said, folks, I know my audio was not working, but I believe I really did some background checking as to how I can fix it. So I hope on my side things were sounding fine. If my side was also a problem, then I do apologize. But I just hope that everyone could hear majority of the presentation and see majority of it. Even though I was kicked out twice, I do apologize about that. I just hope that everything is fine on the recording later, that it will all still be in one piece. So that being said, folks, I don't see any other questions or anyone that wants to give a testimonial. So I will then let everyone go and enjoy your weekend, and then we will see you again on Monday, the same time, 8:30, where we will be explaining the shareholders presentation again. But let's just see, maybe by Monday we might just have some new presentation material. We'll see how far we can get on it. Like we said, we are working in the background. So those of you that are having an off weekend, just pray for us, because some of us are still going to be working. But we're doing it for all of you, like we said, because we want to empower you. We want to give you those wings. Not like Red Bull, but we're going to give you wings so that you can get to the top where you belong, because the bottom is overcrowded. So saying that, folks, good night, goodbye, enjoy your weekend, and see you again on Monday. Thank you very much, Vikas. Thank you very much, all of you. Love you, and I will be leaving you right now because I know you want to go back to your family. Bye-bye. Adios, muchachos.